Yeah, just from watching how this is going and by my own like estimations, I get the feeling that the more that this game can be turned into like a very very clean garbage oriented like a surge spiking and timing type of match, the more it favors Cab, whereas the more cheese that appears, it's more Vince favored. So uh that's kind of going to be what I'm paying attention to going into this set, what I'm watching out for.
Especially with Vince, the good old cheese down, or what is it, cheese race record holder,
Cheese
right?
race.
Yeah.
Is
Sorry.
he? I haven't checked the cheese leaderboard in
As
a
you can
while.
tell, I don't play cheese race very often. As someone who cares the title of it. I remember someone was making a comparison at one point to like, oh, I don't want to do cheese race, so I try to like compare it with like something else I don't want to do, and then I just choose to do one for a day. And I'm like, well, if I did that, I would just never pick cheese race, and then that other thing would always get done. A little bit of scary play there from Vince. Able to calm things down. We've got that side well. And Cab as well with some garbage over in column 10. Trying to see if they can. Nice dono there. Opens things up. They've got 7 and 2. Might be able to.
Big back-to-back surge coming out from Vince. Gets that 7. It builds some cheese onto Cab's board. Cab is going to break as well. And now both players having a kind of messy garbage board going on. Cab's going to be the first one to downstack through it. Now trying to start building up those T-spins and quads there through the middle. Get some clean garbage flowing back and forth. And Vince getting spiked up.
Oh, the T-spin single. I love that decision-making there from Vince. Still donating T-spins, finds the downstack quad, and gets the reversal all within a matter of 10 seconds.
Very good round for Vince.
And again, it's like, it seems weird that, oh, I made a T-spin double, but I don't have a T-piece in queue. I'll just place a couple pieces until I get there. And Vince says, no, you better see where the T-piece is at, or you're going to get punished.
Bit of a surge advantage building up for Cab here.
Yeah, 14 surge right now. Make that 15. It's going up and up. We're just pressing.
And there's not really any threat to Cab. He doesn't need to break it. He's just going to continue building it up. You can see here he's under no danger. Vince isn't able to put enough pressure to force a break from him, which means that this number is just going to keep growing. We're seeing 28-29.
Yeah, you have to find a way to like force a poke, but at this rate, it's just not looking too good.
The number keeps going up, sends it off at 37. Huge spike from Cab, and there's no way to defend against that.
Yeah, especially like when you have 0 surge and you're down by 15 to 20, you have to find a way to get that opponent to pop surge pronto, because the more that keeps building up, it doesn't matter if it's time dwell or not. If it's 40 lines, like it's
yeah.
Out. But at the bare minimum, if you're able to force it while you have some clean garbage, you can at least offset, a 20, even a 25, and still stay alive. I also think that might be one of the first tournament matches I've really seen someone push past 30. And honestly, I don't blame Cab, because it kind of was necessary given these players. But
yeah, I mean, like, if you can, you go for it, right? Like, if it's being allowed. Because you can see that, like, Vince was trying really hard to just, like, anticipate that break. And because of that, he wasn't able to, like, be as offensive as he really wanted to.
Oh, had a little bit of a washing machine potential. Just goes for the simple spin. And a mini T-spin as well. Works their way over to the clean garbage. Still getting some spins while they work their way to a center well. 7, 8 back-to-back almost instantly.
A huge surge advantage, and Cab doesn't have the cleanest of boards here. Misdrops the L piece as long as Vince breaks, and he does. Sees the opportunity, breaks the surge, and takes the round. 2-2 here. This is surprisingly close once again. I keep saying this every single time, but it keeps happening.
Oh wow, Vince almost had a very nice PC find.
The S-piece misdrop, immediately followed by that big surge spike. And you can see here, this is what makes Cab so strong. He's not just looking to build up that surge, but he's looking to time those really, really big spikes there with the 2 T-spin doubles into the quad, into the 7 surge.
Also, just want to point out that was 600 versus score from Cab there. Just
It's a lot of versus score. Oh,
the big number, just like that spike.
yeah, huge spike.
Sorry, I know I have to react and post to some of the like exact numbers of spikes. I have to rewatch it on like on stream because in minimal graphics I don't see the actual number. I just have to like guess.
Oh wait, you're still on minimal for spectating?
Yes, yes. I've got too many school files on this laptop. I gotta upgrade. Actually, no, it's not even that. It's more of the VOD collection.
Yeah.
I will say it's been a little bit better once I realized I had an excess of duplicate files in the downloads folder, so I saved about 100 gigs of space that way.
Out of like what's your capacity?
I think 900.
Okay.
That was a free 11% of space I just didn't realize I had.
Yeah, it's like finding money under the couch cushion.
Yeah, it was great, and then I realized that if I downloaded like 4 more VODs, it would basically be the same thing.
Alright, Cab starting with a really big surge advantage here. But Vince does have a lot of pressure to attack back with. Misdrops the Z-piece. Oh, we're gonna see a repeat of that other big surge.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Cab is so low on the stack right now. Oh, never mind!
Misdrops coming through! Cab forced to break here.
And that is exactly what you need to do when you're in disadvantage. Don't be discouraged, just take one out of Vince's cookbook.
Oh, is able to survive just barely. Vince drops everything!
Maybe, kind of.
He's able to...
There's a cheese race.
Get the JP's 180, combos that all down so cleanly. Both players making pretty... Oh my god, speaking of game-losing misdrops. But
no,
is able to stack up to it, fixes it up. Wow, yeah.
The misdrop is only game-losing if you continue to hard drop.
Oh, no, this one, surely, oh no, never mind.
It's like, oh, surely this one will end the game.
That one turns into, okay. no, that one's just an S spin into a combo, my bad, sorry. I just won't speak again.
It is all in the eyes of the beholder, and quite clearly, Vince is beholding a lot of wisdom right now.
Okay, but that misdrop, surely, do you see what's happening on Cab's board? Surely this one's losing, right?
Well, that's also Cab's board, and I think Vince is a little more... Oh, what?
Oh,
but Vince, never mind, Vince is also misdropping.
Where are we?
Hello, welcome to Ohio, I'll be your guide. Alright,
the end of that round,
that was quite a scramble.
Yeah.
It felt like for an entire, like, 40 seconds, it was just like that's not great, never mind. Wait, no, things are okay. No, they're not. No, they're okay.
Yeah. Such a strange little intermission round where both players need to get all their misdrops out of their system.
Yeah, so who has board advantage? Yes. Alright, Cab working on a little bit of mini back-to-back. We got that 6 surge, pops it at 7. Vince
so many
uses
ult spins coming out for Vince here.
Oh,
Vince drops the Z-piece.
Yeah, the overhang misdrop, but still managed to find that clean fix.
What is he doing? Alright, Cab's got a very clean board here. Sends off that 13 surge. Vince can't cancel all of it. Is gonna have to eat some of that garbage here. And now he's just trying to skim off, use that defensive canceling.
Okay.
Oh, the well has been opened up for Vince. Able to get down to it, but Cab has this surge advantage. Is gonna try and send off here. It doesn't really do much. Vince misdrops the TPs over top of it.
I love that because there was already a TP send hold at that point, so I was like, well, if at first you don't succeed, just use the second one.
Yeah, okay. This one ends it, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It took a misdrop on. It took a misdrop on line 20 for that to finally top out Vin.
Yeah.
Like the board needs to actually be on the top of the screen for Vince to finally be like, okay, maybe that was a little bit too much. A little too much tomfoolery for today.
Alright, and now we're starting out here. Vince has that 4 surge, sends it off. Gets cancelled by Cab. And now Vince being sent to the top of the board, but is going to be able to turn this into quite a few attacks.
Oh, we're
now we're seeing this
though.
clean garbage exchange. surge coming out from Cab.
Oh, Vince barely had those skim options up in time.
Yeah, very nice multiplier cancel from Vince.
Oh, okay, wow, really? Alright, deleted scenes from the Wily's rotation video, using all of the SOS spins in order to get that
sure is a reference. Alright, DT coming from Vince here. Is able to find the down stack here. Multipliers at 27 spike. But Cab has the cancel. Now it has such a huge well of garbage here. Is going to be able to turn this into some back-to-back. And now we see Cab with the advantage here. And the question is how he uses it. Up to 11, but it is sent up, forced to send.
And it looks like we are just answering blow for blow here between Vince and Cab. Getting about a minute 30 right now.
Gets the S-spin through.
Okay, sorry, I'm making noises. I'm singing. Oh, there's...
Oh,
wrong answer.
Takes another round. There was some very nice cancel timing coming from Cab. I liked his decision-making there. Every single time where he built up to 4, bursted, canceled, they were all so well timed, but Vince is still able to find that final spike and take the win.
Alright, Cab is going to pattern sack with the center well. 5 pieces per second, and Vince gets overwhelmed by all of that garbage after the Z misdrop.
Alright, Cab's starting to carve out his lead here in the set. 4-7.
Oop, alright. Color clear there from Vince. Oh, okay. A little bit of
cheese garbage on Vince's side. Has to downstack through it. Is able to get through it, but it's still being pushed on the defensive here. Cab's not letting up.
I mean, as you mentioned before,
Surge, he's gonna break soon. You can tell. Cab probably wants to break this Surge soon. Try and send this over. Sends that spike. Oh, but Vince is able to get the cancel just in time.
But Cab still has a relatively clean stack. There's still a lot of ammunition on this board.
Oh, the misdrops. Doesn't get the eyepiece in the well. Skims off so perfectly. Wow, very impressive misdrop fixing from Vince. And into the multiplier. Cab still using that time that Vince was misdrop fixing to build up that surge. Sends it off, but it gets canceled off by Vince. And we're seeing a lot of the time in this set, we're seeing Cab getting a lot of these really big surge advantages, but they don't seem to be amounting to anything. Vince has been able to cancel off pretty much every single one of them.
Masterful downstacking. Uses the T a little prematurely in order to keep that stack.
Oh, huge combo spike from Vince, but it's not quite enough to kill Cab. Oh, Cab going down just a little bit here. 9 surge from Vince. Sends Cab to the very top of his board, but just one line off. And now Cab's gonna try and combo down stack through this. Is able to safely get to a good spot on the board.
Oh, Vince trying to combo a little bit, but does not have enough of the clean garbage and just receives a lot of cheese from that small surge pop from Cab.
Yeah, the 4 surge does connect onto Vince. That's gonna slow down Vince just a little bit, but even then, they're still both on even surge. Cab gets a really, really good spike, surprises Vince, and is able to take another round.
Alright, so this is 4-8. So Cab right now is double the win counts of Vince. Only needs 3 more, and they'll be back in Grand Finals. Alright, now Vince has to try their hardest while keeping this consistency at a maximum. That is something that has been very hard for them for most of this tournament. Or at least, well, not most of the time. I mean, they're here in losers finals for crying out loud. But in the recent sets, and maybe after some spikes like that, those are a wee bit difficult to live.
Wow. Yeah. Huge, very, very good spike.
Alright, and Cab back to MKO. We'll be seeing some more floating T-spin doubles in the process.
Yeah, and what you'll notice is that Vince is opting to charge back-to-back at the very bottom of the board with those all spins, not sending Cab any clean garbage by doing so.
Yeah, and Cab just tried to send a mini surge, and it was just all clean by that point. Cab is using too much offense for their own good, I think. That said, what was that?
Misdrop.
I feel so bad that misdrop had, like, that was a really weird, it's a mini L spin to set up for I think the Z spin double on Vince's board. And then unfortunately we didn't get to see how it resolved cleanly because, misdrop.
Yeah, misdropped. And in the meantime, Cab had a really, really good, downstack surge spike at the end there. And Cab is at match point now. He needs to win one
immediately
more.
Pops 11 surge.
And Vince doesn't have a good downstack through that. And Cab is going to take the round.
Yeah, the dig option is not there, and unfortunately, all the misdrops there catch up as Vince falls for one last time this tournament, but still, fantastic showing from Vince to place as top 3, and especially with some of those very, very funky all-spin plays. Again, this is, like, we already knew way before, like, Vince was, you know, one of the, if not the creative stacker of the game. But with all spin being a lot more prevalent, I'm only looking forward to how much more they push for the all spin plays.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Really, he's gonna turn into even more of a monster.